I came to live in Bluebell 10 years ago. I got to know Bluebell so well, and I just want to give something back to the community because I'm retired.
I love this community, yeah. I actually love coming here. Every day is different.
The community, the people is just great. It's just just a wonderful place to come to, and you get so inspired,
This space here, and thanks to yourself, Paul, Tommy, all the boys, so that helped me so far now.
And this is probably the only place in the world where Monday we're all dancing, we're singing, we're just having a really, really good Monday morning,
Even if the sky fell upon us, when you're feeling down and blue, look around and try to find the kindness. It's waiting there for me and you. Try to find some love in your lifetime. It will help the world and make us all pull through.
My name is Tommy Coombes and I'm a community development worker.
My name is Paul Holmes. I'm a community development worker with Bluebell CDP.
How did this group begin and how long has the group been running?
I've been managing this group, I would say 10 years. Paul, this is our 10th anniversary. So we started 10 years ago. So this is our 10th anniversary. So 10 years now. So over the years, many men have come through and gone on, and some have passed away, unfortunately. But the group has grown from working with one or two men to 20, 25, sometimes 30 on the trip.
The sky fell upon us when you're feeling down and blue. Look around and try to find.
So basically what happens is that as we go away, we do art, we go for walks, we go fishing, we visit local things around, and we have conversations and we talk about our lives.
A lot of the men that we would deal with would have addiction problems. Some of them would have like alcohol problems, drug problems, and a lot of the men would live in sheltered accommodation by themselves. So they would have been married years ago, would had families, but their families, their relationship broke up. So they're living by themselves now because of a lot of them because of the alcohol addiction. So yeah,
it allows men that wouldn't normally engage with each other. It gives them a space and somewhere to come. Sometimes it's very hard to talk about what you're struggling with, particularly with other men. And so when other men, like myself as an older man, when I start talking about my stuff and Paul would talk about his challenges, it gives other men permission then maybe to talk about their own, and very slowly they start to unpack some of the problems they would have had in their lives.
What made you want to start the whole thing? Did you have any specific moment in your life that wanted you to get people together?
I think that's an amazing question, right? Just to answer the question directly, was I noticed there was a lot of older men struggling, and I sort of empathised with that and I understood it. And so I started working with the men many years ago. Kicked off with looking at taking people out of Bluebell, taking men out of Bluebell, because that's what the men said. The men told me what they felt needed to happen. And one of the men who passed away Christmas 12 months ago, he said, Tommy, just take us out of here. And that's when it started 10 years ago.
Open your eyes and see the beauty, the loving smile that glances back.
You are my inspiration. I hope you feel the same way too. Look at the stars in the sky, and why is it so blue? We are a cosmos forming a thought of many lights.
Okay, so just to say that we have the students have come up with some questions. There's loads of chairs, yeah. The students have come up with some questions for lads that have been involved in the men's group on the walk around here, and maybe just jump in with the answers and stuff like that. Is that okay?
Did taking part in this group change you in any way? Like, did it make people more active, get outside more, and how has it changed life and your life and your community and community?
Absolutely, it changed our life because we have something to come to now, being retired at our age, and it's great to be able to get out in the morning and come up here and do the bits around, and it's a wonderful thing to do. You know, it's fantastic.
Well, I started here when I was 5. And he won't let me out. He won't let. This is a prison. This is a prison. So my name's Billy Quigley. I'm originally from Crumlin, and I started here about four years ago on a CE scheme. And I finished work. I tried to retire early, but he had other plans for me. So I came up here and we started doing bits of projects up here with the men's shed, the likes of Paul and anybody. But it's a great little spot for people to come up.
Martin,
Yeah.
What inspires you to come here, and has it changed the way you go about your life?
It certainly has changed the way I go about my life. It's meeting different people and their stories inspire me. Also, I'm learning a lot. Only last Thursday I was out doing a bit of fishing. I'd never done it before, and I loved every minute of it. As Paul said at the time, it wasn't about just fishing, it was about seeing the area, seeing the history of the place, going off and doing something, and then having a good time with all your friends, all the people around you to become good friends, a good laugh. And even, believe it or not, yesterday was the first time I ever played and sang in front of a group of people, and that was a big inspiration. Go on, Arnie! A little bit of Elvis and all the rest of it. Never thought I'd ever do out like that before. Again, I thank Paul, I thank Tommy for giving me a keyboard just around Halloween last year, and I had a look at it for about 2 months not doing anything. And then I got myself a digital piano, a better thing, and I got to learn a bit, and I'm learning, and I'm doing okay with it. You have a couple of songs now in the repertoire. I'm hoping.
What inspires you to come to this group?
Eddie Nolan is my name, and what inspired me to come was, first of all, on a Friday we do breakfast, but it's not only breakfast that we do up there, it's having the whole community together. They enjoyed our breakfast, and there's a bit of music, a bit of banter, and great camaraderie amongst everybody, you know. So that alone inspired me to come. But it's also reaching out to other people that is well off or less well off than yourself and helping them out. It's a fantastic project up here, and we'd be lost without it.
My name's Paul Williams. I love it here. Why am I here? Here because they do lots of projects and stuff like, and I love building things and making projects. And woodwork, I love woodwork, and so I'm just happy to help. I love it. I just love it here.
How do you come up with these projects and activities to do?
We agree ourselves, and Paul might say, no, I'm not doing that, I'm sick of that, but we need to do something else. So we sort of have a chat about what we need to do, and then Paul's job and my job is to go off and get funding for it and see and try and make things happen here. People come with ideas about stuff, you know what I mean?
What was your favourite trip, and tell us why?
Yeah, I actually, when my first trip was with Achill Island, and it was a wonderful trip, and I didn't think of that year. I had holiday wasn't on my mind, but thank God to Tommy, Paul, and all yous. I really mean it. It was just beautiful, and it really made a big impact, and really.
I thought that the islands were the best for me. Yeah. We had more freedom, I think. Yeah. And we went fishing, we went on trips around the islands.
Go again, next one.
Can you tell us about the song that you recorded?
The song.
Okay, so the idea of the song came on our last trip last year in Valentia Island in Kerry. And the reason we went there was I'd been looking up. So it's one of the best places on the planet to actually view the stars, because the island is kind of shaped like that, like, you know, there's kind of a dip in it. So the song was called "We're All Stars." So the song is about we're all stars. Like, individually, we all have something to say. You know, some of us it just takes a bit longer to shine. Like, even though some of the men might be 70, you know, there's still great talent in everybody. And it was about that, but also about looking up in the stars. When you look up and you see how small stars are actually up in the sky, and we're probably like that on the planet. Like, each person is just so small, a speck on this planet, but everybody is special, and that's what the song was about. So we got the men to write a few lines each. I put them all together, and then we went into a recording studio and recorded it. You heard it.